Nothing's off limits with this duo. It's father and daughter, Don and Cher. And join the club if you're a Chattermouth.
Hey y'all, it's Cher and
Dawn.
and welcome back to the Chattermouth Podcast, Season 3, Episode 1. I am so excited about this.
Too.
Finally, y'all, I have missed you guys like so much. I have missed this, like girl time. Ugh, I'm all about the girl time.
Everybody needs girl time.
We need it. Yes, and I especially do. I am so excited, y'all. Okay, first of all, for those who are watching, what do you think of our new podcast room? I'm so excited about this. This is actually in my house. We have our own podcast studio now in my new house. We have I've had some really like major life updates. I'm so excited to fill you all in on. I think I'm going to start with we have so much in store for you guys.
Let's just get right into it.
We're going to get right into it. You're right. Okay, so first of all, I moved from New York. You all know I was in Miami last year. We moved out of Miami, and now I am living really close to my mom, which is so awesome. I'm back in like my hometown area.
I'm exhausted though, let me tell you. Because I'm always
I was
here
not
helping.
expecting her to say that. She is. She comes over all the time, which is amazing. We were on 4 seasons of Smothered, but I feel like I'm more smothered now than ever before, but in the best way possible because my mom is like always around.
My husband, Mason, always knows when I'm over here because when I'm over here at your house, Cher, I come home and I am exhausted. I go to bed early those nights because I'm so busy either with Belle or cleaning your kitchen.
Hey, it is so nice to have a mom who helps. I mean, my goodness, I feel like I don't need a housekeeper now. I just, sorry, no, I'm just kidding, mom, I'm just kidding. But no, seriously, when you it's so funny because your whole life you're like wanting to kind of like move away and you wait your whole life. You're like, I want to like leave my parents and go explore and find myself. And like I did all that. But once you have a child of your own, it's so exciting to just like be able to come back to your hometown and, kind of have what you had growing up. Like I just couldn't wait for that. And I never expected myself to be living here when I became older. I always thought I'd live in like Los Angeles or somewhere far away. But now that I have a family of my own, all I want is to be back near family.
Well, family helps. I mean, you could just run to the store or have me go to the store. Like the other day, I went supermarket shopping for you. I said, give me your list. I'm going anyway. Why have to come, So it just makes life a little easier.
It's so helpful having like family around or having someone around that you can kind of count on and be there with.
Right.
But anyways, besides moving near my mom, I've also kind of had my dream come true, I would say, since I was a little girl. I always said, I'm going to have a farm one day. And now
who believes having a farm? I mean, she loves animals so much, and it's hard to find a place that allows you to have chickens or pigs or goats or whatever you want.
Would you guys expect me to be like a farm girl? I feel like whenever people see me, they're like, you definitely are like a city girl, like heels galore, and I love that stuff, but there's this other side of me.
I can't believe that my daughter is a farm girl. I mean, me of all people, Miss Girly Girl who never takes off her heels or her makeup.
That is so funny.
Has a daughter that wants to be in the dirt and holding pigs or chickens or whatever you have, rabbits.
It is funny that that's like what I like, I love animals. My whole goal really is to like rescue these animals and give them a place to live and have a happy life, and I just love that. So anyways, I moved to this beautiful home, which I love, and I'm making it a real like farmhouse feel, which I'm super excited about it. Well, not like farmhouse feel, but like modern farmhouse feel. So everything's just like very, I don't know. I think it's very beautiful. You helped me decorate everything.
But I had to visualize it the way your taste is.
You did pretty good.
And
right.
that was
and
hard.
It's very different from your house. Like my
Totally
mom's house.
different.
Your house is totally like very like kind of like that gothic feel.
Yes.
And I wanted modern farmhouse feel. So to be able to put yourself in that, I thought was really awesome of you, that you were able to like help me so much.
Sometimes I went off and you'd go, no, not that, Mom.
Yeah.
But usually I really try to keep to your vision.
What I did was make a whole Pinterest board. I think if you're ever moving to a new home, have like a Pinterest board of things that you want, like inspirations, because when you do start to go shopping, you kind of have that pinned in your mind to what you like. And also when you do start to veer off to that like sometimes I would veer off to like the marble staircase look, I would be able to bring myself back by looking back at my Pinterest board and be like, Cher, stay focused. You want modern farmhouse, fine, modern farmhouse.
Right.
But it was really fun, like getting to go shopping with you. But honestly, for like, moving and everything, but I'm not really, I don't love that stuff.
No, you wanted to do it like in a day, get it all done. You hated it. And I said, you can't do it in a day.
You're telling my secrets.
It takes time to do. It really takes time. Also, before you even moved in, you wanted to do all these renovations and remove all the floors in the house. And I said, just wait, live in it and see what you like.
And now I'm living in it. And I'm so glad I didn't remove all the floors because that was going to be so expensive and such a headache. And you never know what's going to happen when you remove flooring. And I'm so glad that we didn't do that. So I now am a firm believer. Now I love it. Now I love my floors. So I'm a firm believer that if you ever are moving into a home, live in it for a little bit before you like go and like destroy everything and remodel everything.
I'm glad you listened to that. I mean, that's a real lesson to be heard.
Yeah, definitely. So now I have this beautiful home. I have this farmhouse, but I think the funniest thing ever is that when I'm out there, right now, so far, we have 16 animals on our farm.
I can't believe it. I really can't believe that.
Which is crazy. And that is just the beginning. We are literally just in the beginning
tell
of
them what
it.
you have.
Well, so far, we have 6 chickens. We got 6 bunnies. We got 2 tortoises. We have a cat and a dog.
Those rabbits are going to multiply. You think you're going to have 6 for long?
Well, we're trying. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know. One's getting neutered next week, but it's just like you couldn't get in for neutering. It was like very difficult. So we'll see what happens. But anyways, it's so cool. But I think the funniest thing is I'm out there with my animals and I'm like, Mom, come over. And here she comes with her little heels like, Shea, where are you? I don't see you.
And then my heels get stuck in the mud.
And she like
plopping over. But the hardest and the worst part is when I'm there with Belle and Belle says, come in with the rabbits. And oh, Mimi, hold the rabbit. And I'm going, very nice. I'll watch you from outside the pen.
It's so funny that is something we're very different on.
Well, I
so
didn't
funny.
grow up with animals. I didn't even have a turtle. I didn't have a.
You did have a turtle. Tell them what happened to your turtle.
You want to hear the story?
Yeah.
Okay. I was so excited. My dad brought home this turtle for my sister and I. And it was our first pet because we never had dogs, cats, or anything, not even fish. So he brought home this turtle, and I loved the turtle. I called it Turtle Dove.
Aww.
And we took piano lessons in those days. So we took piano lessons, and every time I played the piano, its head would pop up of its shell and listen to it. Then one day I got sick, and my mother said it was from the turtle. I don't know why, but she said it was from the turtle.
What kind of sickness did you get?
I don't know. I probably
like a cold,
a flu or something. I had fever. I got sick a lot when I was a kid. And the next day, the turtle was gone, and I was so upset. It was my only pet, and I've never got another pet after that.
Oh, that's the saddest thing. That is like traumatizing. Traumatizing.
Yeah, I loved the turtle. I'll never forget it because it would always stick its head out. So I love the turtle.
Well, we have 2 turtles that you're welcome to play with anytime you'd like, which is really funny because you won't even touch my turtle.
I know. I'm very afraid of animals because I didn't grow up with them, which is a shame because, and you're so the complete opposite with that.
Can I tell you the funniest story real quick? When I first got our turtles, my mom was which is funny because you had a turtle and you knew that was fake, but she was worried that we were going to get sick from the turtles. So I remember you had Belle was wearing gloves holding the turtle. And I came over and I was like, why is Belle wearing gloves holding the turtle?
Well,
and then you scarred her. And then she's like, I have to wash my hands. I'm like, Mom, stay away from Belle with the animals because you don't want to get them paranoid that these animals are going to get us sick.
Well, let me tell you, when you grow up and you get sick and the turtle's gone the next day and my parents are blaming it on me. I got sick from the turtle. Of course, it's ingrained in my head. So now I didn't want Belle to touch it.
Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Oh, okay. Well, that does make a little sense. But we do have to work on de-traumatizing you.
Yeah.
It's going to be like therapy. We're going to do some play therapy with bunnies. And
Well, I don't even know how to hold the bunny, you know?
I'll
like,
teach
how do
you.
you hold the bunny?
I feel like this is a whole episode on that. Oh my goodness, that is hilarious. But you have been a big help, and Daddy's been the biggest help with the farm, though.
Yes. He's
Jared,
very handy.
yeah, Jared has been really helpful with like building things, but he's not as into the animals. He did like getting chickens, though. I think he was really excited about the
I
chickens.
think he wanted the eggs because they're fresh eggs, and then he would actually have eggs because
that's a
from the
big
turtle.
question. A lot of people keep asking me,
chickens.
will we eat the eggs of our chickens?
But why not?
So it is a big controversy. Like, we're vegan. I've been vegan for many, many years. Would I eat those eggs? I still feel honestly a little weird about it. Belle will eat them for healthiness, but these eggs are not fertilized. There's no rooster. This is basically like a period to the chicken. These chickens are not laying on the eggs. They give the egg and they're done. They walk away from it. So these eggs are not fertilized. So I don't see the harm in eating these eggs. I personally wouldn't eat eggs out because I know that those chickens are kept in very poor conditions, and I don't like to support that. But these eggs I'm okay with. And my hope for this is to get enough eggs that I can give it to friends and family and stop them from buying these eggs where chickens are kept in small cages. So.
And my hope for that is that you start eating eggs because they are very healthy.
Coming from
know?
somebody who's has some high cholesterol over here from eating
I
too many
know,
eggs.
because I was having eggs every morning because I felt it was protein and good. But just have the egg whites, don't have the yolk, But I had to stop because of my cholesterol. I took a blood test recently and my cholesterol was high. So now I'm trying to really watch the food.
So now you're vegan like me.
Which is very difficult because I stopped having cheese and everything.
You're just gonna use the vegan cheese. It's really cool. If you're vegan, you don't have to worry about all these cholesterol. You really don't. You cannot have high cholesterol if you're vegan.
The hardest part is going out to dinner, and it's very hard to go out to dinner with someone that is totally the opposite and eats meat and fish and everything else.
Are you talking about Daddy?
Yes, I am. So
Okay.
last night we went out to dinner, and to choose a restaurant was very, very difficult. Let me tell you.
Wait, why? What happened?
Because he wanted to go to a place that had steak or even Italian. I love Italian food, but everything has cheese. Like I love eggplant parmesan, but it has cheese. And I didn't want to do that. I wanted to go to a place that had vegan dishes. So it was very difficult. We ended up at the place that had the vegan dishes, but it also had other things too. But I'm not sure he was that happy about it, to be honest with you.
But it has, as long as it has everything for somebody. You just want something for everyone.
Right.
What's your favorite food these days?
I don't have a favorite.
You eat everything?
More, yeah. Difficult.
That's so funny.
I'm trying to find one.
Well, that's kind of like it's cute that you're still doing date nights. You just go out to dinner, just the two of you. You make it special. I think it's so important, no matter how long you've been together with someone, to always date your partner.
Yes.
And I think it's so nice because you kind of really show that. You
Yes.
do.
Yes,
I love that.
It's so important, and it's really nice because it's the only time we're actually talking without, you calling me.
Well, you still pick up the phone.
I do, but it's nice during that time because. The atmosphere is different also when you go out to dinner, and you're just the two of you and you're trying a new dish or something, and it's like our special time.
That's really nice. It's so important. It's funny you say when I'm not calling you, I'm so used to you always picking up the phone. There's this TikTok that's gone around where it's I did one recently where it's the phone's ringing and mom's not picking up the phone. And it's what do? Do you call the cops? Do you do you run to their house? What else could she be doing without picking up the phone?
Well, honestly, what happens when I don't pick up the phone? You're calling Daddy. Where is she? Where is she?
When you
Where's Mommy?
when you become so used to someone picking up the phone all the time, and then all of a sudden they don't, something's got to be wrong here. So, anyways, Phil, I love the fact that you do date nights, and you got to just tell me ahead of time. I think a lot of times you do. You'll text me right before you go to dinner, going into dinner now.
Yes,
so I know,
do.
not to bother you guys. So I love that. But since tonight is our first episode ever, and it's basically our girls' night, cheers to that. We have our nice cup of coffee. I was thinking of having champagne to toast for tonight, but I just can't get over my coffee. I just love it so much.
Love our coffee.
And I always love it the same way. We always do the Nespresso with this silk vanilla creamer. It's
the
so
best.
good.
It's the best.
It's really delicious.
It's so good. I used to have Starbucks all the time, but now I don't even need it. I'm so into this.
It's so good. Anyways, well, back to what I was saying. So since it's like our date night, I figured we should talk about like dates and stuff. And I wanted to hear if you had any most embarrassing date stories, because I feel like that's not something I've asked you before.
Okay.
And I know that's hard to think back that many years, but I was thinking of one recently that had me peeing my pants laughing about a time that I had, and I'll tell you about it in a second. But I wanted to ask you, what's your most embarrassing date story?
Okay, this story is so embarrassing. I don't even think I ever even told you.
Really?
Yeah, because it's hard to even tell because it's so embarrassing.
This better be good.
All right, I'll tell you.
Okay.
All right. So I went out with this guy. He was a very good-looking guy, and I really, really liked him. And we went for like a picnic. And we were at this beautiful area, this park with picnic, and he went in for a kiss and kind of like lying down, and my head was on the grass. The grass was so pretty. Everything was so picturesque. And all of a sudden he goes down to kiss me, and we're both smelling like poop.
Did you poop your pants?
No. So I'm smelling this poop, and he's smelling this poop. Shortchanged the mood very fast.
Oh, I'm sure.
Let me tell you. And we're smelling this and smelling. What is this? What is this? And then I sit up and I'm smelling myself, and I'm smelling like poop. And I find out I lied down on the grass with my head, and I went into a whole thing of poop from dog poop.
Oh,
and it was
my
all
God.
in my hair.
Oh, that's so
It was
gross.
so gross, and I'm trying to get it out, and I'm wiping it through the hair more, and now it's going on my hands, and I'm like dying. I don't think I ever told. I'm so embarrassing. I don't even want to
Wait, what
say
did you
this
do?
story. So I'm saying, like, I need to wash this off. What do I do? What do I do? Let's go somewhere and wash it off. But he had a nice car, and he didn't want me to go in his car.
That's rude.
Well, who would want anyone, honestly, to go in a car smelling like dog poop? So we finally find a bathroom close by, and I'm in there forever trying to wash it off and washing my hair off. I looked so pretty, and then I come out like a rag dog.
Oh my gosh, like literally smelling like poop and all.
And I, washing it off, and I put nails on it, and between the nails, the fingertips, and my hair, and I'm like really trying to get it out, and I tried to get it out the most I can, but that night ended pretty quickly.
Oh my gosh, that is so. I'm sorry. That's so. Did you see him again after that?
Honestly, I was too embarrassed.
You were too embarrassed.
I was just too embarrassed. It just left like a mark on me.
Ugh. But what if he still wanted to like see you again? You just like couldn't do it.
I couldn't
You just
do
stood too
it. It
there.
was just too embarrassing,
Oh, my
know?
goodness.
He did call me afterwards, but I don't know. I said, maybe it's meant to be. Move on to the next guy.
It was a shitty situation.
Yes, exactly.
Oh my goodness. Oh, okay. Well, yeah, that's pretty embarrassing, but it's also like not your fault. Like you didn't cause it. Like my date story, I caused.
What happened?
It's so this is
Oh my
embarrassing to even
God.
put into the world.
What?
I don't know what to tell you. I feel like I've had quite a lot of like embarrassing like stories of like dates and things like that. I don't know why this one just like it's
Does
like
it
one of
top
those
mine?
you crawl in your skin with
What?
it. Sorry to pause the podcast, but if you're loving our podcast, then you'll love our book, and we have to tell you a little about it.
Actually, we wrote this book, and it's about how we got this close and how you can too.
It's called A Bond That Lasts Forever. And basically, it goes over our life's ups and downs. It shows pictures throughout our life and has adorable quotes throughout to inspire other mothers and daughters to have their own special relationship. You can pick it up on Amazon.com, at Barnes & Nobles, or wherever you get your books. Now, let's get back to the podcast. If you think that's embarrassing, then just wait until you hear my most embarrassing date story. So one time I was going on a first date, which is always scary, always a little embarrassing. And he picked me up. This was in college. He picked me up from my dorm room, and we were driving in the car, and we were heading to like this pizza place. And all of a sudden I felt like this is the worst, you guys. I felt like I had to fart, which is like the worst thing to feel when you're on a first date because you're already so embarrassed, and farting is just like a no-no, which it shouldn't be because everybody farts, but for whatever reason, it's so embarrassing. And I felt like I was about to fart, so I'm like squeezing my butt cheeks together
And moving
the whole time.
around, right, to make
Yeah.
noise?
Yeah, moving around. No, but yeah, moving around.
That's what I
whatever.
do.
But like, and then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, I felt myself like have to sneeze. And like I was been holding this fart in for a little bit, and it's fine. But all of a sudden I had to sneeze, and it felt like it was gonna come out. So I went and I sneezed, and you know how like I don't know, I went extra loud on my sneeze so that you wouldn't hear the fart. So I was like,
Oh my God.
Achoo! But all of a sudden, like the fart came out at the same time as the sneeze.
Oh.
So I snarted. Like I sneezed and farted. I snarted on my first date in this car. And it was so embarrassing. And guess what he does? He
What does
looks
he
at me and he goes, "Well, I guess you have a tight ass."
Oh!
That was what he said. I was like,
can't
"What?"
believe
I
that.
died. I turned bright red, and he
Aw.
started to turn red too.
He had a good
But-
sense of humor about it, let me tell
because
you.
I guess because I was squeezing it in so much. I don't know. And it came out so high pitched. I don't know. It was so embarrassing. After that, I just like couldn't look at him. And this was before we went to the restaurant. I could not look at him the rest of the date. I was so embarrassed.
Luckily, when you farted, poop didn't come out with it.
Ew, no. Does that happen to you?
It can.
That's so gross. No,
It
please.
can.
That's so gross. No. That would have been worse. Having a brown stain. That would like literally I would die. I would die right there and then if that happened. But no. But yeah, no, that's crazy. Speaking of pooping though, do you like I feel like the most embarrassing thing for me, I was just thinking about this the other day because I was with Belle. We were in the grocery store and I had to go to the bathroom and I had to poop. And like, I don't like to poop in public. It's like, you know, I
Right.
definitely don't like to do that. But if I ever have to go, I'm always very embarrassed to poop because I feel like the person next to me is judging me, like if they hear it. So whenever I always have to like wait for them to like leave the bathroom before I come out of my bathroom stall.
Really? Who cares?
You don't care?
No, I come right out.
Really?
Yeah, I
But don't
couldn't
you think
care
everyone's looking at
less.
you like, we know you just pooped in there?
Well, everybody does it. I mean, you know, it's a natural thing. You have to poop, you have to poop.
Really? I feel like a lot of people are like me though. I'm curious if you're listening. If you ever have to poop in public, do you come right out or are you embarrassed like I am and you like wait for everyone to leave the stall so they don't know
give a
it's you?
damn. I come
Really?
right out.
I'm
yeah.
always hoping they're not looking at my feet to like figure out it's me.
Oh, I couldn't
That's
care
so
less.
funny.
Yeah, that's so weird that you care.
I feel like it would be the opposite too with me and you.
It's girls. We're all a bunch of girls in the store.
Wait, here's the next question. So if you don't fart in front of your husband, do you let him know that you're pooping?
I'll let him know that I'm pooping, but I don't let him in the room, and I'll make sure it doesn't smell when I leave the bathroom for
Interesting.
him. Because
Well, what if it does smell?
your partner is like your lover. You're in a different viewpoint than
But then I
whoever
get
the partner is versus you know, a friend or something. If it was you, I wouldn't care less. Or if it was a girlfriend that's just a friend, I wouldn't care. But if it was someone that I'm sexually attracted to or want to be in a sexual attraction, I wouldn't want them to smell my poop or hear me poop or like that.
Interesting. Except for there is that fetish, you know, that girl who used to be on 90 Day
Oh,
Fiance who sells her
yes.
farts now in a jar, or she did.
I know. I
And that's like a fetish. Like some guys are really into that. Like it's a thing. Not our guys.
That wouldn't be my guy.
That wouldn't be your guy. You're like, no, that wouldn't be mine. That's really funny. But it's interesting that you like, or some people like let them in the room with them while they're pooping. I do not do that. But it's interesting because you will literally sit in the bathroom with me as I poop.
Right, because I couldn't care less. I'm not
Even
looking
if it's
at you
really
in a-
smelly, you'll like sit in the room with me and we'll just like have a full conversation as I'm going to the bathroom,
Well,
or vice
because
versa.
You're my child. It's different.
Do you think other mothers and daughters do that? I don't know.
I
Do you guys do that with
I
your
don't
mom?
think
or
of
not?
it anything, you know, I wiped your ass when you were little. So
Yeah.
what's the difference, you know?
I told that to Belle recently. I'm like, are you going to wipe my butt for me when I'm old and can't do it anymore? And she's like,
What'd she
She
say?
said yes.
Aw.
At first she said no. And I'm like, you said no. She's like, no, Mommy, I will. Okay,
Aw,
Belle.
so
She's
cute.
so cute because I always have to still wipe her.
Right.
It's so precious. Oh my
So
goodness.
cute.
But yeah, no, that's so interesting how you're like that. I think that's cool.
Yeah.
You're such like a proper lady. I feel like I'm learning new things just from our podcast.
Maybe
so
it's the
cute.
generation, you know, like you're just,
Yeah.
I'm 30 years older than you, so I grew up a little bit different than you. But it's so interesting hearing your point of view versus mine.
No, I like that a lot. I feel like this is why it's such a fun podcast.
Yeah.
We have so much in store on our podcast. I feel like I didn't even finish all my updates or things. Well, I should tell them about Jared too, what he's doing now. So my husband is officially a plastic surgeon. We were together for 4 years of medical school, before that. We were together for 4 years of college, 4 years of medical school, 6 years of residency, a year of fellowship, and my husband finally has a job. Yay me! Finally. I was interviewed recently. People asked this guy was interviewing me on the street somewhere called The Desirable Truth, and he was asking, like, how do you, like, is it okay for the woman to make more money than the man? And I did for such a long time.
Yes.
I made, I was the one taking care of him through, I was a nurse while he was in medical school and trying to support him with his loans and paying them back and everything and just like helping him along the way and supporting him and all. So it's nice that now I can finally take a back seat. I could be home with my animals a little bit.
But you never take a back seat.
I never
You're
stop.
always thinking and doing and working and
yeah, it's true. I'm
everything.
always working, but it's nice to not feel that like full responsibility. But when you love someone, you have to like you can't.
Yes.
You shouldn't look at the money aspect. You have to look at the person and what do they bring to the table. And
Of course.
but I'm so proud of Jared. He's doing so well, and he has this amazing job. Actually, it's really funny because our friend who used to live down the street from my mom, who was a plastic surgeon, was retiring, and Jared ended up now as kind of like taking over the practice and working there. And he's doing such cool cases. Like
so
he's
cool.
transforming people. I think it's like I think plastic surgery is the most amazing thing.
Do you think that he looks at you different when you come home? Like looks at all your features, like what can I fix? Or I don't know. I think sometimes I would be nervous being married to a plastic surgeon and
I
worry
do think
that
Jared, do you look at my stuff? I don't know. That's really funny. I think probably he probably does. I think he does honestly look at at least boobs because he does a lot of breast implants and breast surgery. So I'm sure he'll think of how can I fix that? And I think that's normal. Like when I was working as a cosmetic nurse, I would always look at, someone's wrinkles and I'd look at them and I'd be like, oh, I can fix that so easily if you just come see me, or I can make this bigger or smaller.
But sometimes it could go the complete opposite where the surgeon doesn't look at it because they've seen so many and done so much. They don't even think about it on their spouse or their partner.
I think they do, but I don't think they care. Like Jared's not looking at someone who's coming in for a consultation as wow, they have great boobs or bad boobs. He's looking at it as a project and how is he going to fix it, which is really cool that he could put his mind there and be like, okay, what can I do to make this person happy? And he's such I've seen him in action, which is so cool. And he's such an amazing plastic surgeon. But I think it's interesting. The one thing different, everyone always says that me and you are twins. And we were talking about this recently. My mom and I look the exact same. It's funny because I never saw it until
Me
recently.
neither, right.
But when I put our eyes together at the same, our eyes together and our smile, we're doing it right now on the camera for those who aren't watching. It's very similar, but there's one big discrepancy here, which is our boobs. So I was like,
I have my
hey,
mom's
Jared.
boobs.
I know.
Didn't get 'em.
I didn't get them. Why did I get my mom's? I got everything else. I got that big smile and the crazy laugh. No, I'm just kidding. But you couldn't give me the boobs. So, God.
I like your boobs. You're
Thanks.
cute.
Thanks. Can always, one day those things might change. Being married to a plastic surgeon. But no, I don't know.
You
We'll
might
see.
have to lift mine someday. We'll get matching boobs.
Oh my goodness. But the funny, right? Oh, it would be so weird. Would it be weird for you to show your boobs? I wonder.
I don't think so, because he's such a good surgeon, I'm more interested in the surgeon being really good than worrying about,
Right.
that.
I wonder if it'd be weird for me. I don't know. Anyways, we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. But I do want to bring Jared on the podcast again and ask him more of the plastic surgery questions about what we can be doing. We've already visited him in the office, which was fun.
Yeah,
but,
it was a lot of fun.
We gotta bring him back on here.
Yeah.
Anyway, so continuing on our girls' night. So since it is our first episode ever, I thought we had to make it extra girly and do a little girl test. This is really kind of silly.
What is it?
You haven't heard it yet. 1 second. Okay, so
I never know what you're up to.
Okay, so this is called Dirty Minds. And since we've,
Ooh.
kind of spicing things up here, I wanted to ask you. You have to guess what this is. We're playing like a little game for girls
no.
night.
Okay.
You know, our little, yes. Okay. So I am often the first thing you put in your mouth. When you're done with me, you spit. What am I? Dun, dun, dun. I know the answer to this
Your
one.
dick.
No, what? Stop it. It's your toothbrush. You disgusting person. What? Ew, where's your mind going?
I thought we're talking sexual.
Your toothbrush.
Well, because I know after sex I go to the bathroom.
I don't want to hear this. Okay, next question. We're moving on. Ew. Okay. Ew, okay. Mom, okay. Oh, I can't breathe. Okay. I'm long and thick and firm. I stay hard for days. But when I'm old, I get soft.
I'm going to say
No. Stay hard for days. A penis doesn't stay hard for days.
Well, it can.
What kind
if
of
you
penis
take
are you
Viagra.
getting? Okay, you're showing your age here. Okay, anyways, the answer, I'm long, thick, and firm. It's not a penis. I stay hard for days, but when I'm old, I get soft. What am I?
I don't know.
A banana.
Oh, that's so true.
Mom, you're mine.
Boring. That's what I say.
Oh my god, okay. I don't know at all. I don't know. Okay. Let's see. I have been taught to come on command. I want your bone. I like to chase pussy. What am I?
A cat.
A cat is a pussy, Mom.
I know.
It's a dog. Come on here. You know, you are terrible at this. No,
Terrible.
it says, no, if you, Mom, I've been taught to come on command, a dog, right? I want your bone, a doggy. And I like to chase pussy. Dogs chase pussies. They chase their kitties, you know,
Oh,
cats.
yeah.
You silly
that's
Willy.
true.
Oh
That's
my
a
God.
dog's life.
Oh my gosh, yes. Okay, that's enough of those because
Yeah.
I don't want to hear my mom's
I'm thinking my mind's getting a little dirty.
I can tell. Well, the game was called Dirty Minds. That's really funny.
I guess that's why my mind was turning on the dirty end.
Oh my gosh, that is too funny. Anyways, this is so fun. I'm just excited to be back here for our girls' night. We have so much in store for this season.
Yes.
We have so many like updates that we didn't get to go to. We've had some. This year has been
Crazy.
I think this is probably the hardest year. We've experienced some of the hardest things have ever happened to us this past year, and we're going to get
That's
into it
true.
in further episodes. Yeah,
Yes.
it's been definitely one of the probably the hardest. I think it's like probably the hardest year
It
we've
is, it
experienced.
is.
The craziest things. But we're here, we're doing well, and we're going to get into it and tell you guys all the juice really soon. We're going to be spilling all the tea. We're going to talk about reality TV, about Smothered. We're going to be talking about more mother-daughter issues and just a lot that's going on in our life. So stay tuned. We have so much in store. But before we go, we have a huge surprise for you guys. We are so excited to be back. This is
Yes.
season 3. This is a huge deal. So we have a present for all of you
Yes.
because we wanted to say thank you for tuning in and subscribing.
Yes.
We want to send you guys something special.
We love giving.
Should we show them?
Yes.
Okay, so as much as it's been requested, Chattermouth Pink is
Lip gloss.
Lip gloss is back. Oh my goodness, so funny.
Everybody's been asking, like, where did you get that lip gloss?
Yes.
You know?
So,
and where do I get it?
Exactly. So this is our favorite lip gloss of all time. I'm gonna go ahead and like open one. Do you have one that's open right now, or and show you guys? So this is something we gave away some of them on season 1. Everyone's been asking, when are we gonna bring them back? And we figured, what better time than now to be able to gift these to all of you who are listening to our podcast. This is our favorite lip gloss of all time. If you don't already know, we had these made specifically for our Chattermouth community. They say Chattermouth on them. They're so cute, and they're the perfect color pink ever, like the perfect gloss for your lips.
And if you know us, you just put a little lip gloss, even if you're not made up, and you go out and you look great.
Yes, just a little lip gloss, a little mascara. It's literally all you need, and you're
Yes.
set to go. And this is our go-to lip gloss all the time. It's what we have on right now. It's what we wear every every single day of our life.
Yes,
So
yes.
Chattermouth Pink is back officially. If you want one of these, all you got to do is leave us a review. And the reviews mean so much to us.
It
And
really
we
does.
literally read every single one of them. So if you're enjoying this podcast, please give us a review. It means so much to us. Leave us a review and subscribe and follow the podcast. And we ask that you just share our podcast on social media so your friends and family know, hey, like, what should we listen to these days? Everyone's looking for recommendations. So share it with your friends and family. It means
Yes.
so much to us. But send us a screenshot in our DMs and we'll go ahead and mail you a Chattermouth lip gloss. But make sure you do it soon because we only have a limited amount of these. But we cannot wait to give them to
Yes.
you.
And then let us know what you think of it too.
Yes, let us know and send us a picture in them. We got a few last time and it was like the cutest thing ever. I like saved them. You guys are
Yes.
literally the best. But we can't wait to give these to you. We are back. Season 3 every week is Twinning Tuesday with us. So don't forget to follow along. We love you guys and we'll see you all next time. Bye. Chattermouth.